be the are angles of a cyclic coordinate. Cyclic coordinate. So what is cyclic coordinate? That I have defined here. Coordinates. Okay, this is coordinate here. Of a cyclic coordinate taken in order. Means a plus c is equal to 180 degree. Simple. And in place of angle A, we can write 180 degree minus c. Angle A is equal to 180 degree of phi minus angle c. And angle B, or simply write BC like this. Just write A plus B plus C equal to this. But angle is just included here, understood. So A is equal to 180 degree minus C, and B is equal to 180 degrees minus D. Simple. B is equal to this. In place of A, we can write in C terms, and B can be written in D terms 180 minus D. 180 minus D. That is the point. Just understood. Okay, so let me take. Then what we have to prove here? To prove that here that cos 180 degree minus A, or just cos 180 degree minus A plus cos 180 degree plus B plus cos 180 degree plus C 180 degree plus C. Yeah, that is there. 180 degree plus C and minus sine of 90 degree plus D is equal to 0. This we have to prove here. And minus sine 90 degree plus D is equal to 0. This is we have to prove. A, B, C, D be the angles of a cyclic coordinate taken in order, and prove that cos 180 degree minus A plus cos 180 degree plus D plus cos 180 degree plus C and sin 90 degree plus D. Okay, let us take all these. This left hand side, let me take left hand side is equal to, this is cos 180 degree minus A plus cos of 180 degree plus B plus cos of 180 degree plus C minus sin 90 degree plus D. Now let us talk about this. So first of all, let me think about cos 180 degree minus theta. This angle is lying with the second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos is negative. It is minus cos A. Now here it is plus cos 180 degree plus theta. This is second quadrant. This is third quadrant. In third quadrant also it is negative. It is again minus cos B. Because cos 180 degree plus theta plus B lying in the third quadrant. So that value is also negative, minus cos B. Plus this is cos 180 degree plus C, that means third quadrant again. It is again negative, minus cos C. Right? Because 180 degree plus theta, third quadrant, in third quadrant cos is negative. Minus sin 90 plus theta is 90 plus D in the second quadrant. In second quadrant it is positive, it is minus cos theta, cos D. Okay, now in place of A and B, okay, let me keep C and D as it is. Now in place of A and B, if I convert, I put these values. In place of A, we can write 180 degree minus C. That is, it is minus cos. In place of A, if I write A equal to 180 degree minus C. Minus cos B is also to be converted. this cos 180 degree minus d and minus cos c as it is minus cos d as it is cos c cos d. So I have to convert them into c and d only. Okay. So this is the further calculation. In a and b we have put these values. A equal to 180 degree minus c, b is equal to 180 degree minus d, because some of these opposite angles is 180 degree. That is in case of cyclic quadrant. Now what about 180 degree minus theta? This is second quadrant. 180 degree minus theta, second quadrant. The second quadrant cos is negative. Negative, it will be cos c only, but with minus sign already, it's minus plus it will become. It is cos c. Again, this is minus sign already, cos 180 degree minus theta, minus d here. So again, it is second quadrant, it is negative, but cos is negative in second quadrant. Again negative, so this is minus cos d. And minus cos c, minus cos d are already there. This is minus plus, this is plus cos c. This is minus plus again, plus cos d. And minus cos c, minus cos d. So negative, sorry, positive, negative, 0. Hence it is proved. Because this is the only, hence proved, or this is right hand side. This is RHS, right hand side. Why? Because right hand side 0 is there. We have obtained 0. Same, just think about these angles. Finally, we have to convert them into C and D. A and B are to be converted into C and D. Either convert C and D into AB, so leave them A into B. This is the process here. Question number 9 completed. Now let us talk about 10. Question number 10. What does question number 10 say? Let me check it. Okay, question number 10 for the created. Let me further create. There are further questions on trigonometric facts, trigonometric basics. Okay, so this is now completely clean. Question number 10 that we take. Prove that this value. Question number 10 here to prove. Or what we have to prove here? To prove that sine 660 degrees. 600 degrees. I'm sorry. It is 600 degrees. Sine 600 degree into tan minus 690 degree. Okay, 10th question. Plus secant of 840 degree into cot of minus 945 degree. This is minus 945 degree. Okay, 945 degree. Here is equal to 3 by 2. We have to prove here this whole value is equal to 3 by 2. 10th question. Prove that sine of 600 degree into tan of minus 690 degree, yeah, plus secant of 840 degree. So let me take the left hand side here. Left hand side is here sine 600 degree into tan of minus 690 degree. Okay, then plus sine secant of 840 degrees into cot of minus 945 degrees. First I have to change these negative signs because odd functions are given here. So tan is odd function, so tan minus theta is minus tan theta. So it is negative. Minus sign 600 degree. It is tan. I have taken this positive. This minus sign I have taken before. We now tan 690 degree. Again, this is also negative because this minus cot minus theta is minus cot theta. Since I can write here tan minus theta is equal to minus tan theta, and cot minus theta is equal to minus cot theta. Both are odd functions because only cos and secant are even functions. They are positive. Cos minus theta is equal to positive cos theta. Others are negative. This is how we have written down the negative values. Okay, this is the minus sign. This is we have used here. This is minus because this minus part, this angle. So this is secant 840 degree into cot 945 degree. How do we convert them? Sin 600 degree. 600 degree means 2 pi 360 degree plus 360 degree plus 240 degree. This is minus sin 360 degree plus 240 degree. Or 60 plus 40 is 100. 300 plus 300, 600. Alright. Into 10, 690 it is. Okay, so it is 2 pi, or let me write here 360 degree plus 360 degree. If I write 360 degree plus 360 degree, but it is twice pi because 360 plus 360 is 720. If I write it 720 degree minus 20 degree was 30 degree because it is 690 degree, so it is 30 degree here plus 720 degree minus 30 degree. Or if I write here again 2 pi, this also can be written in the same way. Let me write here 720 degree or 2 pi 720 degree minus 120 degree. Okay, let me write like this 720 degree minus secant. It is 3 pi minus something because 3 pi means 360 degree into 3, 360, 36 are 18, 8, 1 carry, this is 9, 1 10, 1 0, 80, 3 pi, 1 0, 80, and this is 840, by subtract is 840, 0, it is 4, 1 carry, 140 degree. Okay, but then it is 140 degree. Or 720 degree plus, if I write, then what it will be? 720 degree, well it is 2 pi plus 120 degree, right? Let me write here 720 degree plus 120 degree. It is 2 pi plus 120 degree. 720 is 360 into 2, that means 2 pi into cot 945 degree. It is again, it was 1080 minus 45, 35 degree, so that would be in that way. It is 945, that means 1080 subtract 945 degree. It is 5, 1, 5 means 3, okay, 135 degree. 3 pi minus 135 degree. It can be written as 3 pi, that means 3 pi, or let me write it as first 1080 minus 135 degree. This is 3 pi. 3 pi is 360 into 3, 2 pi into 3, 6 pi. 2 pi into 3 means 6 pi it is. And multiply by 3. 2 pi into 3, that means 6 pi it is. Over 360 into 3 only, that means 3 is 0, 3 is 18, 8, and 3 is 9 and 1 10. This is 1 0 88. That means, okay, so in terms of pi 2 pi, sorry, we are writing down this. Let me write it now further. Now it is, let me write in terms of 2 pi. 2 pi, sorry, 4 pi here. 2 pi is 360 degree into 2, which is 4 pi. 4 pi, 2 pi in 360 degree into 2, it is 4 pi, minus 120 degrees. Again 10, 4 pi, minus 30 degrees. I am writing like this. Minus second, again 4 pi, plus 120 degrees. Into cot, this is 6 pi, minus 135 degrees. Okay, now let me further write that. So this is n into pi, over n into, sorry, 2 pi. So 2 pi is direct values. It is in the fourth quadrant. Why? Because 4 pi minus theta in the fourth quadrant, the sign is negative. It will be minus sine 120 degree, negative value again 10. This is again in the, sorry, fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant was 2 pi, 2 into 2 pi, that means n pi. 10 90, 10 2 pi minus theta type. In the fourth quadrant 10 is negative. It is also negative. It will become positive. Okay, sorry, this 1 plus sign, this is positive or this is negative, will remain negative. So it is 10 30 degrees. For this negative sign I have taken here, it will become positive, but this minus sign is there, which is 3 negatives, so it will become negative. Minus sign, what is this? 4 pi plus theta, this is in the first quadrant type. And minus second is positive, it will be second 120 degrees. Direct value are there. 10 10 cot, but it is 4 into and 2 into 2 pi. Okay, n into 2 pi. That means direct value is 120 degree into cot. So this is negative value. Because why? Because it is in the fourth quadrant. 3 into 2 pi, n into 2 pi minus theta. It is minus, not plus. Minus, or this minus will become positive. It is cot 135 degrees. Okay, now further let me solve it, because these values are further calculated. Let me put those values in further. So it is negative sine 120 degree into 10 30 degree. Okay, it is plus of sec 120 degree. We can write it as second 190 plus 30 degree. Okay, and this is cot 90 plus 45 degree. Why? Because 135 degree, 90 plus 45 degree. Okay, this is also in the same way, minus sine 90 plus 30 degree into 10 30 degrees already there. 10 30 degrees is 1 form of right. Okay, so this is, now what would these values show? Let me change them. Now sec 90 plus theta, this is second quadrant, negative. Sec will become cosec, which is minus cosec 30 degrees into cot 90 plus theta, second quadrant negative, it is 10 theta, it is minus 10, minus of plus again, negative from this, negative from plus, it is 10 45 degrees. Cot 90 plus theta is cot theta, well 10 theta but negative, negative positive. So now what about this? Sin 90 plus theta is second quadrant, but it will become cos. Okay, so it is positive but minus sign is there, it is minus cos 30 degree. Then 30 degree, it is 1.3, let me write the value, plus cosec 30 degree is 1/2, sorry, 2 only, cosec, this is cosec 30 degree. So opposite, a reciprocal of sin 30 degree, that is sin is 1.2, it is 2 only. Tan 45 is 1. Okay. Now this value cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2. It is minus root 3 by 2 into 1.3. Root 3 cancel out. Plus 2. It is nothing but 2 minus 1.2. It is 4 minus 1, 3 by 2. Okay. Same answer is obtained. This is right hand side. How it is? 1.2 negative plus 2. 2 into 1, 2. 2 minus half, that means 3 by 2. That is the right answer. Okay, so exactly same answer is obtained. This is question number 10 we have completed. Let me talk about question number 11. Now question number 11, what does it say? 11 question say prove that, okay, similar type of question is. Here the trigonometric, basics of trigonometry. We are talking about our question based on basics of trigonometry. 11 question, prove that, to prove here that okay, sin 420 degree, okay, sin of 420 degree into cos 390 degree, okay, plus cos of minus sin 660 degree, 660 degree into sin of minus 330 degree is equal to 1 here. Is equal to 1. Okay, let me check 420 degree angle sub and 390 degree no doubt, plus cos minus, but cos of minus theta, cos is even function, it is positive. Let me write the left hand side first. Left hand side, we have to write here sin 420 degree into cos of 390 degrees. Now cos minus theta is plus cos theta, so this is plus cos 660 degree, right one step. Why? Because cos is even function, so cos minus theta is equal to positive cos theta plus cos theta, it is positive. The sin is negative, but sin minus theta is equal to minus sin theta. It is minus sin theta, minus sin 330 degrees. It is negative. This is left side. So I have written down one step further. So let me write down further values. This is sin, this is equal to left hand side, this whole we have written. Now sin 420 degree, that means 360 degree plus 60 degree, 60 degree plus 60 degree, that means 360 degree, there is 2 pi plus 60 degree, this is 420 degree, alright. Cos, this is 360 degree plus 30 degree, or 390 degree, it is plus cos 720 degree, 4 pi, 2 pi into 2, 720 degree minus 60 degree, yeah, minus 60 degree, because difference will be 660, yeah, 660, 12 minus 66, okay, 660, into this is negative sign, it is that we had minus sign here, into sin 330 degree is 360 minus 30 degree. 330 degree means 360 degree minus 30 degree. We have written down in terms of 2 pi, multiple of 2 pi, which is let me write. This is 360 degree plus theta. Let me write sin 2 pi plus 60 degree it is cos 2 pi plus 30 degree minus sine, it is cos 4 pi minus 60 degree into sine 2 pi minus 30 degree. Now, wherever cos n into 2 pi or sine into n into 2 pi minus theta it will become, it is in the fourth quadrant, it is positive because cos is positive, it is equal to cos theta, but sine will be negative because it is in the fourth quadrant. The fourth quadrant is sine except cos and sec, others are negative, so others will be negative. This we have to use since cos n into 2 pi plus minus theta is equal to cos theta positive. So this is what we have taken. So this is 2 pi plus theta. 2 pi plus theta is sine 2 pi plus theta positive. So it is in the first quadrant, it is equal to sine theta positive value. It is in the first quadrant. Since okay, so that is where we have written down these values. Therefore, sine 2 pi plus theta plus 60 degree is sine 60 degree positive value in the first quadrant. Cos 2 pi plus theta again it is in the first quadrant, it is cos 30 degree minus sine cos 4 pi minus theta is the fourth quadrant, positive, cos is positive, cos 60 degree, it is cos 60 degree into sine 2 pi minus theta, it is negative. Okay, so because the fourth quadrant sine is negative, sine 2 pi minus theta is sine theta, but it is negative, so it is plus sine 30 degree. Let me check it. Okay, what are these values? This is plus sign here, 1 is coming. Okay, sine 60 degree is a root 3 by 2 into cos 30 degree is also root 3 by 2. Cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2. Cos 60 degree is 1.2. Sine 30 degree is also 1.2. Root 3 into root 3 is 3 upon 4. First is, second is 1.2 into 1.2, 1.4. It is 4 upon 4, 4 LCM, 3 plus 1, 4 upon 4 is 1. This is the right hand side. Same value is obtained, hence proved. This is the process of solving questions based on angles. Okay, trigonometric questions. I mean, questions which are trigonometric but based on angles. So trigonometric functions on angles are solved like this in case of quadrants. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant. Now 12th question will be 12. Let me now talk about question number 12. What does question number 12 say? Question number 12 is prove that 4 by 3 into cos square 30 degree. Okay. Cot square, cot of 30 degree square, cot square 30 degree plus 3 into sin square 60 degree, sin square of 60 degree. 12th question, 4 by 3 cot square 30 degree plus 3 into sin square 60 degree minus 2 into cosec square 60 degree. Okay, in minus sine 3 upon 4 tan square 30 degree, yeah, is equal to, we have to do 5 and 1.3. Build the point. Okay, so let us take left hand side. Here left hand side, we prove here that this whole equal to this. We prove here this left hand side equal to this 5 and 1.3, that means 16 by 3, or this is equal to 16 upon 3. Okay, so 4 by 3 into cot square 30 degrees plus 3 into sin square 60 degrees. Only values have to be substituted. Minus 2 into cosec square 60 degrees minus 3 by 4 into 10 square 30 degree. Okay, this is left hand side. We substitute the values. This is equal to 4 by 3 cot 30 degree is root 3. Cos 30 degree is root 3. So root 3 square plus 3 into sin 60 degree is root 3 by 2. It is root 3 by 2 whole square. Minus 2 cosec 60 degree is just reverse of sin 60 degree. It will be 2 by root 3. It is 2 upon root 3 whole square. Minus 3 upon 4. Tan 30 degree is 1 upon root 3. 1 upon root 3 whole square. Okay, this is 4 into 3. Root 3 square is 3. 3 upon 3 cancelled out. Plus 3 into 3 upon 4. Minus this is 2 into 4 upon 3. Minus 3 upon 4 into 1 upon 3. Root 3 whole square is root 3. 3 only. Okay, so this is 4 plus 3 is 9 upon 4 minus 8 upon 3 minus 3 is cancelled out. This will be 1 upon 4. Okay, 9 upon 4 and minus 1 upon 4 is equal to 9 upon 4 and minus 1 upon 4 is 8 upon 4. Here it is minus sign. 4 is LCM, so 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 upon 4 plus 8 upon 4 minus 8 upon 3. This value is there. 8 upon 4 is 2. It is 6 minus 8 upon 3. Only 6 minus 8 upon 3. 6 3 are 18. It is coming something else. Nine upon 4, okay, and this is 8 upon, is it 3 or 8 upon 4? Go into 4 upon 3 it is coming. Yeah, it is 4 upon 3. Okay, let me check it. It is root 3 by 2 whole square. It is 2 by root 3. Reverse of this cosec 60 degree. This cosec 60 degree here. 2 upon root 3 means 4 by 3. 8 upon 3. It is 8 upon 3 here. So 6 3 is 18. 18 minus 8 is 10 by 3. 3 and 1.3. Answer is 3 and 1.3. This is 3 and 1.3 answer. This 10 by